So if you're a golfer watching this video, you probably don't hit the ball as far as you'd like with driver. You probably also don't get the ball in play. Well, today I'm going to show you the mistakes you're making about trying to just pop one down the fairway. But most importantly, we're going to look at some of the best drivers in the world, show you some of the things they do at setup, some of the things they do during their swing to really help you unlock some speed, some distance and some accuracy, because all the stats prove that if you can hit it further off the tee, you're going to score better than ever. So the biggest thing I see with most golfers is they'll actually tell me initially that they're happy to give up 20 yards if they can just get the ball in play, which I hate because they're already hitting it shorter than they need to. But what I'll see is they set up and they kind of stand very similar width that you see with the irons. And a lot of their swing thoughts are, I'm just going to try and swing back nice and slowly and be nice and gentle through the ball. We generally see not great clubhead speed. Ball speed's okay. Most golfers hit it way out to the right like that and nowhere. And the first thing I'll talk about is we've got to change your intent of what you're trying to do with driver. The best players in the world, we might not generate their speed, but we can definitely replicate some of the things they do. So the first thing we notice with the best players in the world, that with driver, they definitely get themselves set a wider base. So you can look at somebody like Rory, he's nice and wide, he's got that ball forward, and he'll have that little bit of spine tilt away from the target by moving the hips. So straight away, he looks set as though he's going to make a nice, powerful movement. So the biggest thing I would say for most golfers is, first of all, let's widen that stance. Let's keep that ball forward, and let's have that little bit of a tilt. So straight away at address, we can see there, I think that looks more like I'm going to make an aggressive swing. And if I don't try and do anything different, but just swing from this setup position, even though the strike wasn't great, we can see 102 club speed, 144 ball speed, low point 3.5 inches behind, clubs travelled up 2 degrees, 230 carry, and 280 total. Now, I'll be honest, that was very toey. So for anyone asking about the roll out there won't have been a lot of spin on that one, but it's an incredibly good bad one. But we can see straight away there's a pickup in distance just because I'm changing address and allowing my body to suddenly start moving a bit more side to side, because from that narrow base, I can't really get pressure shifting from side to side. So I always think once we've made that change at setup, that's key. I also love the fact if we can just get that club back a little bit, I think it just gives you a split second longer to get that club closing to impact. So we're not getting that low point ahead, catching the ball too early in the swing and leaving it out that way. So I think the change at setup initially is key. Then this will sound a really odd one. I'm definitely against what you've been told. The next thing I would want you to do is I actually want you to try and swing the club a little bit quicker, but not just the downswing. So I don't want to see slow back, fast down. We need to get some energy into the golf swing. So I want to see quicker back, quicker down. And do a couple of those. And really notice that difference. And whenever I do this face-to-face with golfers, it's hugely noticeable how they're quite shocked actually what it feels like. You look at someone like Bryson, real extreme, but there's definitely more on the way back and the way down than you would see with the shorter hitters on tour. So we're going to set ourselves up. Ball back, nice wide stance, bit of tilt, and then I'm just changing my intent. I'm just trying to move the club a bit quicker and not worry too much about accuracy for now. So we see 105.5 club speed, ball speed at 155, low point again behind, hitting up 253 carry, and nearly 300 yards total. For me, and I know for me that was a game changer a couple of years ago when I actually just changed my intent on moving the club quicker. Now, What I also want to talk about, and I'm very with my coaching about how we deliver the club is key. So when we watch the best players in the world, the setup, as we've discussed, get to the top and they tend to get everything back behind the ball. But from here, they drive the lower body. But as they come into impact, the head is still behind the golf ball. So even though the pressure's driving into that lead side, the head's back. So that's going to get that low point behind, get the club travelling up, which is going to help us optimize our distance. But it's also a great thing that if you let that upper body go as well, we see we're going to catch the ball really early in the downswing. Club face is going to be open and we're going to miss more right. So I don't mind that feeling for a lot of golfers that once they get there, that turn back behind the ball, keep the upper body back behind the ball, but try to just drive the lower body as hard as we can towards the target. And again, I'll say have a little practice swing, get that feel. And I'll just pop some of the best players in the world up here and you can see how they all achieve that. Every single one of them with driver. There isn't one good driver of the golf ball who doesn't do that through impact. So then we can set up, really focus on that feel, maybe even a little bit wider for me. Tweaked it a little bit left, but very, very quick. Nearly 110 for me, 161 ball speed. And again, considering that wasn't flushed, some nice distance. And like I said at the start of the video, it's not that we can necessarily generate the kind of speeds that they can, but we can definitely move it quicker ourselves. We can also then pinch some of the little keys that they do to maximize and optimize driver and bring that into our game. And again, if we can stand there, everything set up, then really concentrate on what my thoughts are in the golf swing. Again, 109 club speed, over 160 ball speed. Club's traveling up, nearly 270 carry, and again, just under 300 total. Now, if you are enjoying today's video, I'd love it if you don't already, just to click the subscribe button. I make these videos all about helping you guys play golf, and it's lovely when I get that little bit of support. Now, I'm also going to open up 5 online golf lesson possibilities. So there's going to be my email in the link below, info@alitaylorgolf.com. If you are interested working with me one-to-one wherever you are in the world, I've got a few different packages, but only for 5 golfers. So look in the description below, drop me an email, and I'll be in touch shortly. So we can see the change, can't we, with that first one I made, how no real clubhead speed, no distance, and no accuracy. But not massive changes with setup and swing, but just enough that stacking on top of each other, it can be an absolute game changer that I may be picking up 40, 50, 60 yards for some golfers. So definitely getting the clubhead speed and ball speed where I want. Let's see if I can just get one to finish the video at 300 yard total. So I'm nice and wide, I've got myself set. Let's focus on trying to achieve that like Rory does through impact. Didn't quite get all of that one. See ball speed down a little bit, but 262 carry and just under 299 total. So people say drive for show, putt for dough. I don't believe in that phrase at all. If you can start hitting driver longer and more in play, you're going to be hitting shorter clubs into the green with a better chance for putting. But look at the best players in the world, what they do, set up and swing with driver. Rewatch the video, and if you can just implement even some of those little bits into your golf game, I guarantee you're going to hit driver longer and straighter than ever and get those scores tumbling down.